Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me. I don't have any coffee. It's late-ish. I've just finished watching the Tour de France. I was doing some spinning. I will show that to you tomorrow. And I'm sitting outside even though it's like 85 degrees and muggy as all get out. But it's supposed to be a rainy day later in the day, which is kind of a drag because Dennis is going to his D&D tonight, so I'll be on dog duty by myself. Let's keep our fingers crossed for not too much thunder because, well, I think it'll be the first test of the thunder shirt with thunder on Pearl, but it really helped her, I think, for the fireworks and the booms and stuff for the 4th of July, so I'm hoping that it also actually works well for thunder. We shall see. I went to the store yesterday and you saw that I was spinning and, you know, I didn't do much else. I read a book, puttered a little bit, but not too much. So, and I think today is going to be kind of the same. I didn't do very much spinning. I went to bed early because I got up early yesterday. I went to bed early and I slept pretty well, but I did not want to get out of bed this morning. So I did not get an early start this morning. I missed most of the Tour de France. But I watched the last hour and a half, 2 hours maybe, and saw Mark Cavendish come in second. Oh, so close. If he would have won the stage, he would be the all-time winner of stages at the Tour de France with 35, but he came in second. Oh, well. You never know. He might make it yet. Eddie somebody is tied with him who was like a great rider from the past, so maybe not breaking that record isn't the worst thing that ever happened to the Tour de France, right? Anyway, so that's what I did. I did a little spinning. I expect to do more spinning today, and reading and hanging out. I might have to go to the drugstore, you know, just one of those days. Dennis, I did go to the store yesterday for groceries, and Dennis mowed the front yard, poor boy. It was horrible, hot, muggy, really, really brutal, but the front looked terrible, and so it looks gorgeous now, and I really appreciate that he did that. The picture taking lady came to Aura's house this morning, and so Dennis went over and let her in. I thought the realtor was going to be there with him and he could leave the keys and we'd be done, but no, he wasn't there. So the realtor doesn't have keys, I don't think, and he's going to have to put a lockbox and all that stuff. I'm hoping he comes to pick them up at our house instead of making us go back to the house since we did it already once today. We'll see. I'm not feeling, you know, I mean, the realtor seems okay, but I'm not feeling like he's, I don't know. He seems pretty nonchalant. Nothing happened until Dennis filled out this paperwork, and he wasn't particularly helpful with that. And anyway, it seems to be sauntering along in a way that feels like he's not that enthusiastic. So I don't know how I feel about that, but once he gets the keys, however that might be, then we're done, and all we have to do is field offers. I'm going to kind of stay out of it. I feel like Dennis can handle it with his mother and his sisters, and, you know, let them all decide what's going on. That's what I say. But the house is all cleaned. Our fix on the top of the Formica seems to work pretty well. He says, well, there's one bubble, but it's fine. And I'm like, okay, good. Fine is fine. I'm good with fine. So there's not much more to do for me. Certainly nothing more for me to do regarding that sale of the house, as far as I know. Our house is full of stuff that didn't get thrown away, either because the other kids need to see it or Aura wants to go through it. She's been really enjoying going through her logs and through her papers. She's been giving me jokes. I mean, she printed out jokes. I just read a joke from 2008, like a joke email that Dawn sent, our friend in Georgia. He used to send her joke emails all the time back in the day when she was on email. And anyway, so she was having me read those. She has them printed and saved. They were in the filing cabinet. So she's having a lot of fun going through that stuff, although it's starting to, I don't know if she's just talking to talk or whatever, but she's like, I gotta do something with this stuff. I'm like, yep, you're doing it. You're going through it. So we'll see. I think in the end, we'll bring a bunch of it to the Outer Banks with us in October, let the families go through it, and then, you know. But she's enjoying reading her logs, which is fun. She's like, I made a monk's robe for Dennis. Dennis is like, yeah, I was a monk for Halloween in 1984. So anyway, that kind of stuff. Why did I do that? I'm like, it was Halloween. Oh, okay. What? Right. Oh, yeah, October. Okay. So she's very happy to have those. And it makes me sad that I haven't been keeping a log of my life, to tell you the truth, because she's really enjoying it. But our house is a bit of a mess between the being all discombobulated because the refrigerator and Aura's stuff. It's feeling like, ugh. But I'm also feeling like there's not a lot I can do. I think I'm just going to be piling stuff in the dining room until we go to Nag's Head and take stuff. Christy's coming on Friday, next Friday, and that'll be fun. We have her chest and some stuff for her, so that'll go, when she leaves, that'll go away, and that's in the dining room, making it feel close, and, you know, so she'll have those, and that'll be good. I do have to clean my room, though, because she cannot sleep in there the way it is now, so that's my task for the next week, and straighten the house up as much as I can, because the cleaners are coming on Thursday. But I have to have space for her in my room by next Friday. Space for her bed, space for her suitcase, space for her to just put stuff, you know. So that's my job for next week. And there you go. That's what's happening. I was worried I was giving my hummingbirds brain freeze yesterday because I put the nectar straight from the refrigerator into their food thing. But Dennis assured me if they didn't have it for long, it didn't take long for that stuff to be 80 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 yesterday. So, yeah. Anyway, all is well here. Today I'm gonna spin some more. I spun a little bit, but like I said, I got up late-ish. I mean, not really late. That's like my normal time normally, but later than I did yesterday. But I have some spinning to do and read a book, you know, that kind of stuff. So I'm not overdoing it, in case you were worried about me. I don't think you were worried. I rarely overdo it, and if I do, I complain a lot about it. So if I overdo it today, you'll hear all about it tomorrow. Don't worry. I won't. I do have an idea. I did have an idea when I was doing the first take. This is the second take. If I said this already, I apologize. I thought I did it in the first take as well. I was sitting there talking. It occurred to me that while Christy is here, I'm going to have her help me do the deck. The deck is looking terrible. Dead plants, stuff needs to be put away, but mostly dead plants, not arranged well. I'm going to have Dennis order another umbrella for the second table. I want to move the furniture around so it's nice, and I want to get some pretty plants. I mean, I have these. That's it. That's it. And I got to water that before the end of the day in case it's not enough rain today. So I would love to have pretty flowering plants here. A lot more of these pots because I really like the clay pots. And they're cheaper and easier. You know, I mean, I wouldn't be sad if one or two nice ceramic pots came into play, but we shall see. Anyway, I'm thinking one of the things we can do when she's here, I think she has some shopping to do, and we can stop at the gardening shop and pick up some beautiful stuff. Even if I don't do anything except buy the plants with her, then I can do it myself. Once they're here, I'm going to be watering them, and and it's only going to be an hour's work to make this deck look really, really gorgeous. Now, granted, the weather right now is we're not on the deck because it's been just brutal. But it's going to get nice again, and I'm going to want to be in a lovely space, and it makes me sad that I'm not being more productive about what we want to do with the deck. So that's where I am at the moment. Just feeling like I would like to do that, and I thought that would be something that I could do with Christy. She could help me pick out some beautiful flowers and things like that. So that's my plan. And I hope I didn't already tell you that. I don't think so. I think that was on the first take. Anyway, I'm going to go. Please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please stay safe and stay sane.